name's Daisy and I'm going to show you today how to make a Robin Hood hat. We thought this would be a really fun half-term activity and they're really easy to make, so here we go. First thing you're going to need is some newspaper, or if you've got some coloured card that will work really well as long as it's quite thin. So the newspaper is quite flimsy, but what we've done is we've painted it with acrylic on both sides. So we've got green newspaper on both sides. We're waiting for each to dry. It doesn't have to be very neat, but as long as you get it quite thin so you don't get big globs of paint making it quite stiff. If you don't have acrylic, I think poster paint and a little bit of PVA glue would do the job just as well. The next thing you're going to need is a stapler with lots of staples. You're going to need a pen, probably a marker pen's better so you can see what you're drawing out, some scissors, and obviously your paintbrush to do your painting. So we've done our painting already, as you can see. So we're going to start with this bit that's going to make the main hat. This is a full bit of newspaper, and what you can do is fold it down the natural fold of the newspaper. So that's going to be the size of your hat. The next thing you want to do is draw an arc, and I'll draw one and then I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so what I've done is I've drawn an arc from maybe about 7 centimetres, leaving a little gap there because that will be where you fold up, and then it goes arcs up into the middle, and then a little arc down at the back. And now I'm going to cut those with scissors. And you probably, if you're using a big thick pen like me, you probably want to cut so the pen marks on the outside, just so you don't have anything on your final hat. And so I've done the main arc, that will be the front. And I've done the back. So there you go, you've got the shape. So Robin Hood hats always have a bit longer at the front and a bit shorter at the back. So if you look at pictures on the internet, you'll see that. So that's why we've done that. And then the next thing you want to do is get your stapler and staple all the way down the front along the curve. You don't want to staple here. You want to leave this little gap because that will get folded up to make the brim of the hat. Then once you've done your front, what you want to do is pop it on your head. I'm going to look silly now, but pop it on your head to just see how much you need to cut off at the back. If you're very little, you might need quite a lot coming off, so you might need an adult to help you with that bit. But I've got a fairly big adult head, so I don't need to cut anything off the back of mine. So I'm just stapling the back now. Okay, so now you've got the outline of your hat. And now you fold up the bits that are free. And then just run your fingers along the crease to make sure it stays there. So you have something that looks like this. So there you go, you've got your folded bits. I'm just going to cut the front a little bit to neaten it up because we've got a bit of a messy corner at the front. Then you want to staple at the bottom of each corner to make sure that it's nice and secure. So I've done a crisscross there, to make sure they're nice and secure. Right, so that's the hat bit done. The next thing we're going to do is make the feather. So for your feather, you want a half sheet of newspaper, so half the size of the bit that you've used for the main hat, and painting it. I've gone for red on one side and yellow on the other side. But you could go for anything. You could do both the same colour if you wanted to, but this is what I thought would look nice. You fold it along the long way. So you've got a nice tall column of newspaper, and then you're going to draw out the shape of your feather. So you want a nice big feather. So that's the shape I've gone for my feather. And now I'm going to do the same thing as I did with the hat and cut it out, but just making sure your snips are on the inside so you don't get the pen marks. Okay, so now you've got your cut out feather shape, and then you're going to get your stapler again and staple right down the middle here, so that you get a nice sort of spine for your feather. So you want to do it all the way down in a column like this. Okay, so as you can see, I've stapled all the way down the middle there. And then the next thing you want to do is you want to get your scissors and you want to cut diagonal lines going that way. So snip, 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 snip. And you want them to be about a centimetre apart from each other. You don't want to go too close to the staples, because if you go too close then you'll have a really flimsy feather. So you want to leave, see how I've left a little bit of a gap all the way down. So I've done one side, and now I'm going to do the other side. And again, that's going in the same way, so you're getting this kind of effect. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to open up the two sides of your feather. So remember, there was two lots being cut together all the way through. So this is where you see that this is why I've gone for a different colour in the middle, because I'm going to get a nice yellow feather coming out the middle. There's your nice two-tone feather, which makes it look a bit more interesting if you've got two colours. Okay, now I'm going to pop it on the hat. So I'm going to staple it in. And up at the top, just so it stays in place. It's quite flimsy. One. And staple down the back feathers, and then you don't see the staple marks. And there you have it, our very own Robin Hood hat. If you do actually end up making a Robin Hood hat, we'd like to see it in the comments below, and then this way we can see that everyone's been making lots of Robin Hood hats this half term. Thank you very much for your time.